Hey everybody, I was recently helping a colleague with a PowerPoint presentation, and I was making some graphs for that PowerPoint presentation. Simple graphs, just some bar charts and some line charts. And I decided to make the charts directly in PowerPoint. And they didn't realize that you could do this. And there are some pros and cons to this approach. So let me just show you how to do it first off. So basically you have your slide in PowerPoint, you go to the insert tab and you go to the chart menu. And say you just want to include like a 2D column chart. Okay, so I click that. And what PowerPoint's going to do is open kind of what I've used like a mini Excel. It's like Excel wrapped within PowerPoint. You can see up here in the title, it says chart in Microsoft PowerPoint. So it's not its own Excel file standing on its own. And so when I go in here, if I want to, change these series names to say Group A and Group B and Group C, I can do that. I can do all the editing here. I can put in some new data, 5, 4. And as you see here, every time I change what's in the Excel file, this close, the far left dot here, you're going to see that it's going to open, like kind of got that little dot there, which means it hasn't been saved. And then it closes, which means it is auto save. So it's automatically saving sort of over time or sort of automatically. So if I close this file, I've now got my Excel chart in PowerPoint. And there are certain advantages to doing it this way. One is that I can edit this chart directly in PowerPoint. So I want to change, the font and the size of the font. Great. I want to change the colors of these bars. I can do all that stuff right here. I want to add maybe a little animation, do a little wipe, do that, something like that. I can do that directly in PowerPoint. And because it's an Excel chart, I can do that directly. Now, there are advantages and disadvantages to this approach. One of the disadvantages is you can't do a lot of sort of intermediate or advanced charting in sort of the Excel in PowerPoint. You kind of have to basically stick to what's in the basic chart engine in Excel. The advantages are you get very high resolution images because it's the Excel chart in PowerPoint. So this is as high resolution as you can get in PowerPoint. It doesn't take all the other data along with your Excel file. If you're copying and pasting from Excel into PowerPoint, it doesn't take all that other stuff with it, which is great. And it also means that when I save this presentation and I email it to you, you'll be able to access and edit these graphs directly. So if I email you this file, you're going to open it up and be able to say, I don't like that orange color. I want to make it blue. And you can do that automatically in the file. Whereas if I copy and paste from another Excel file and paste it into PowerPoint, and then you try to edit that Excel file, it may not work because the data may not be attached to that Excel file. So pros and cons here. I think if you're using very simple graphs like bar charts and line charts and pie charts, this is probably a good technique. The other thing I wanted to show you, and I'll just insert a new slide here so you can see this, is if you want to try some of the newer chart types in Excel, there's not a ton of them, but they've started adding new chart types like a waterfall chart or a histogram, a box and whisker chart, or say even a tree map, simple tree map. You want to try a tree map, but you've never made a tree map in Excel and you don't know how to arrange your data. Well, what's great is I'm going to go into PowerPoint. I'm going to insert the tree map. I'm going to right click because it's just going to give me the dummy version and it's going to bring up the data. And so you can see here, it actually shows me, if I can arrange these correctly so you can see the two, it shows me how to arrange my data. That branch 1 is going to be the blue. And then within that, I have stem 1 and stem 2. You can see that here. And then I have the different leaves. And so you can see here's branch 1 is in blue with the 7 different leaves. Branch 2 is in orange, and that's going to have the 2 different stems, the four different leaves, and branch 3. So if you want to try some of these new Excel charts, and I do like some of them. They have their own pros and cons in terms of how much you can modify them and edit them. But if you want to try using them, but you don't know how to set up your data, just go to PowerPoint, insert the chart directly in PowerPoint, and that is going to bring up the Excel file that'll show you how to make it. And then you can go copy this format, open up an Excel file directly in Excel, and just make your chart. So another couple of ways to work with Excel in PowerPoint. There's a lot of other things to consider, and if I have time, I'll make some more videos. If you're interested in that, of course, let me know in the comments section below this video. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you found this useful.